everyone. A brand new edition of Kick-Ons with an unbelievable team. The number one voice in footy, everyone's favourite, plus the big man. We've got an unbelievable team and we are giving you your flowers straight from the start.
Thank you. It's been a big year. It's been a great start to the year. Oscar Baker into Tim Membry, the first goal scorer. Richo, thank you for highlighting this because this was on again. Look at this. Early days, first 20 seconds. Timmy Membry's been nowhere for the whole of the year. He just goes bang. And guess who had a nice dollar on him?
And when you say...
The volcano did. $1.
That is tooth fairy numbers.
When you
Why
say...
didn't you push post to feed though?
Thank you.
Yeah, that was an error.
Doesn't count.
That was an error. The 12,500 followers.
It was an
were
admin
looking
error.
for that. Just I got to speak to
Wow.
my people about making sure that doesn't happen again.
Everyone's favourite. Lovely to see you.
Yeah, get the feedback we love. I'm much loved. Great to be here and, yeah, just got the arms out again for another show.
A big shout out to old mate as well. Hey, big man, you good?
I'm good. How are you, Jason?
Outstanding.
How are your
Thank
Blues going?
Yeah, we'll talk about them a little bit later on in the show because let's get back to flowers.
Moving on.
Moving straight on to flowers
Back
again.
to me again. Oh, well, let's do this because a few weeks
At
ago
least
I
this
went
was on the feed.
0 from 4 and you gave me a well-deserved kick up the
That's right.
backside, all three of you. So you got a lift.
I gave you feedback.
So the volcano's gone, I will lift. And I'll go 4 from 4, if you don't mind.
Wow.
Yeah, and I had a shocking weekend. No excuses
Hey,
for
Mac.
that. And, Kano, you did complain that they were too hard, and I just think you just needed a challenge. You needed to apply yourself, and you got 4 from 4.
So I've
he
got
just third-personed himself as
I
well,
did.
the volcano.
I've got the over-under, so it's gone from Joshy Jenkins, K-Mac, very difficult one, but not really, to mine this week. And we'll focus on the North and Carlton game on Good Friday.
Now, and also, you had a nice little bet as well, everyone's favourite, with Dan Houston.
Yeah, luckily I found something over the weekend. I didn't have a whole lot of joy on the weekend, but I thought Dan Houston, if there's an opportunity, they will find him because they've been feeding him the footy.
Bang.
I found his first goal of the season and we were on it for our value, anytime value.
Yes.
Got another one coming up this week that I've looked long and hard for and similar odds as well. So $2.75 this week. I think it's $2.80. So
Who's the one person that gave you the fire emoji?
well, I don't know, a smart person because they would have been on it.
Of course, you can see them on the Sportsbet app. They're just sitting there in their little videos. We'd love to have time to give you all your flowers because
JJ,
we had a whole stack of them. But let's move on to
When you
Made of glass.
move on to Good Friday. What
When
a
you're too good, you don't
blockbuster
get
it's going to
anything.
be, big man.
What a what, sorry?
Blockbuster.
Could have fooled me. The second game might be, but Carlton, I mean, how could they possibly do what they did last week? I mean, you almost knew it was going to happen, but you thought, hang on, 40 points, surely not. So, I mean, where are we at? I cannot, for the life of me, Kate, understand how they're favourites in this game. At worst case, this should be flip of the coin.
No, I agree. I don't know after last week how you go into any game against any opposition except for maybe Essendon and be favourites. And here we are. I think good record against North. That's probably the only thing I can think of. But I feel like this season's form counts for more, and they have been shocking.
What do you reckon those two boys were saying to each other?
Where to from here?
Like,
Geez,
poor old
Monday's going to be
Cripper.
fun.
Who do you blame the most for the plight
Well,
of
in
your...
the wheel of blame, I think you've been a little soft on some of the recruiting from back in the day.
Okay.
Go and retrospective look in the 2018-2019 draft and see how you would go.
Carlton
See how
missed
that holds
twice in the unmissable draft.
Right.
Yeah.
Just go and do a little bit of researching like Jason and I did a little earlier today.
That's exactly. See, that's what we do. Research,
Yeah.
not just a suburb in northern Melbourne, if you don't mind. Hard hitting. So there is the second half differentials. It's been widely discussed. The other element, of course, about Good Friday, it's on the fast track of Marvel. That does not play into the strength of Carlton.
No, it does not. I just don't think they have the athletic profile that suits today's game. So that does come back to recruiting. There's clearly some high-performance stuff in there. There's clearly some injuries. But the second half numbers are a complete disaster. And you would think that after half-time on the week, okay, we would have fixed this. We've done some sort of mind games and some meditation and we'll come out red hot, but they can't. So we don't mind this.
Yeah. That's
We
good.
do
I
not
like it.
mind the Blues to lead at half-time like they often do and then to get run over the top of again at $8.
Yeah, I like it. And you've said it so many times. Your best player is a 12-year-old. It's Jagger Smith. and the
Actually,
reason
he hasn't
he
had his
is
12th birthday.
the reason he's your best player is because he's got speed.
He can run.
He can change angles. He
Exactly.
can break lines. Like, it's been clear that that's the formula they've been missing for how long now, and they've got one player that has it. And you throw the Hollands boys in there, they're not consistent enough, but when they're in there, they look good as well. But it's still just the same old slow Carlton midfield.
Interesting. So least wins 2026 wooden spoon, but no Carlton there.
Not yet. I was pretty confident West Coast wouldn't be going more than 2 or 3 last week, and that changed with their 2 in a row. Terrific they were, but I think that's right, isn't it? Essendon are a basket case.
I can't believe Carlton aren't at least
in the conversation.
To this point, they've looked like the second worst team in footy.
Yep.
So
in the second halves. I think that the people are giving
first half they look one of the best teams in the
well,
comp.
maybe they should play dead in the first half this week and then try and
then run on
a goal behind, and they'll not have to worry about it.
You're going to rewrite the line?
Well, we've already said it. I just can't believe that Carlton could be favourites against anyone. We've had a little bit of success with this. Caleb Sarong not quite last week. He was very slow to start, went crazy in the second half. I certainly believe North Melbourne should be favourites in this game. So we can rewrite the line. You're getting close to $3 if the Kangaroos can win by 10 points. So I'm confident in that one. Super confident.
And when you're confident, you tend to nail it. Who's going to kick the goals?
Well, I mean, we've all used how slow Carlton is. That's what we've talked about. The word to describe them is slow. So you look at the quick players from the opposition, and it's Paul Curtis, and he has a fantastic record. His last 5 against Carlton, he's gone 1, then he's kicked 3, 3 and 2. So I think he obviously averages over 2 goals a game. I think he can kick 3+, might even chuck in 4+. It's a nice price as well.
There's no match-up for him. I mean, he might get young Harry Dean. Well, OK, who's going to play on him?
Well, yeah, Harry Dean's out for a couple of weeks for concussion.
Well, there you go. And Tristan Sherry's out as well, though. Does that change your view on this game?
Biggest out for North Melbourne is him. Like, he's the one. They talk about him as a bit of a tone setter. That's a concern, and that's probably why they're underdogs.
What about?
Come on, hang on. I want to know who's going to play on Paul Curtis.
Lewis Young.
Could you put the 5+ market up, please?
Just do the old rugby league and kick grubber kicks in then, because he's got no chance.
In Lewis, I trust. You've got it, brother. Friday night, Adelaide, your Adelaide Crows versus my Fremantle Dockers.
This is a good game, and I've got early concerns, and I have had for a couple of weeks, on JJ's Crows. They are boring. They are slow, and they refuse to take the ball with handball through the corridor, which is what every good team is doing. So, yes, tricky conditions, but Geelong were willing to take more risks than what Adelaide was. This is what you see with the Crows. We saw it the previous week. Short to the pocket, long down the line. Absolute rubbish. The first quarter, I don't know, it was 22 entries or something ridiculous. Wide every time. Held up. I don't know what's going on. Nixie's got to fix this and fix it quickly.
Do you reckon they got frighty in the off-season at their inability to defend? So they thought, the way we can change this is to just slow down our ball movement a bit so that if we turn it over, it won't leak as much points. But I think they've forgotten that their weapon was their attack.
Yeah.
So they've thought the way that we get one is by pulling the other back. But in my opinion, you can fix that by still moving the ball quickly, by setting up a little bit quicker behind it.
They defended. The thing is, they shouldn't be spooked because they defended well. Their defensive profile, I thought it was a bit of a lie, their defensive profile. They played a lot of wet games last year with low scores, but they did hold up all right. They don't use the stand rule at all. We talk about teams who use the stand rule unbelievably. Let's just give a little 1 metre handball to someone flying by. They've got to get to work on being able to use that to your advantage because they're just not getting any run from behind.
But the key is having the runners, though. Have they got the runners to be able to do that?
In that vision, it's only a few clips, but you're not seeing anyone, mate. You're not seeing Zorko try and fly by for a handball or someone try and even wrap around the back just to create things. So I think it's fixable for them, but it's an issue.
Who have you got on notice?
Well, it's time. It's time for Isaac Rankin. Okay, you get a little bit of grace for your preparation, your hammy that you did in the pre-season, the suspension. Hasn't played a whole lot of footy. 2 games back. This will be his 3rd back. Freo have got small, speedy forwards everywhere who are killing it. Shea Bolton is killing it. Murphy Reid is killing it. Isaac Rankin is going about as poorly as any good player in the league right now. 6 touches, Richo. 6 touches.
And AFL.com.au gave him second best on ground.
They weren't watching the game.
He had 7.
7 touches. 7 touches. And
second best.
From experience, everyone matters.
1 in the last quarter.
Same, I'm with you.
So the time's out. 20 and 3. Give us 20 and 3. That's the numbers he should be getting, Isaac Rankin. He's been nowhere near
What about
that.
the split? Mid-forward.
60-40.
It's been a lot of forward. Now,
60-40.
We should do Shea Bolton and play 50-60.
Rochelle. At least they found one in Rochelle.
Yes.
He's a permanent midfielder
Been
now. He
terrific.
looks like being a real difference maker for them. But, yeah, he's got to get up around the game, early in the game as well.
On notice.
Get in there early, get your hands on the ball, get involved in the game.
When I think of big forwards, I look at you, JJ, here.
Appreciate
Who have you
it.
got your eye on?
I don't think I had my eye on this guy, but I'll take him because he's one of mine. And he's from...
Take him because he's one of yours.
He's from country Victoria. We love that. The big Cohuna, from Cohuna, Josh Tracy. The record was there for all to see against Richmond. He dominated Richmond, but he's really taken over. So I think a lot of us were expecting him to be this player, but his actual numbers and productivity wasn't quite there yet. And with Amos...
Starting to believe, isn't he?
Yeah, Amos...
No matchup either.
In and out. He's got a great opportunity to again. He's got to do it consistently. He's never kicked 50 goals in a season. This is the season for him to kick 50 plus.
No buts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like the 10 marks, 10 plus marks. He took 12 last week. 6 of those were inside 50. The last 2 weeks he's taken 12 marks. So looking at that 10 plus, that is a nice price for something that's been done 2 weeks in a row.
He's starting to believe in his own ability, and then look out. He could be a Coleman medalist, if you don't mind.
Wow.
Well, you've probably already got that on your feed. I would have thought so. Post to the feed.
That was last year.
When we think about Marvel and we think about Sunday night, I'm worried. Western Bulldogs versus Essendon.
We think about massacres. That's
what
we
will the
think
margin
about.
be?
Well, it's been 90 plus the last 2 times these two teams have met, and the Essendon Football Club are worse.
Well, hang on.
Hang on. It can't be $1.
She's $1, mate.
$1?
Hang on.
Has that ever happened?
So if I put
you got rid of
1,000 on,
No more bets.
I get 1,000 back. Right. Okay.
Has that ever happened before? So this is where you might get your value: $1.46 for 10 goals plus, $1.90, 72. If you think they're going to win by 100 plus, which I think most of us would, just under $4, because Essendon are worse.
Yeah.
And the Western Bulldogs are better. My Dogs, of course, the premiership favourites, which I got for $15 prior to the start of the season. He laughed at me. I think now they're $7, so that is on the feed.
Well, that is laughable because he's only had a couple of rounds, mate.
We've only
Don't
played
get
3
ahead of your
games.
skis.
Is there a number? Is there a margin here? Now, I played in a game against Essendon, which was 112 points, and that was the last nail for James Hird. There was nothing else the fan base could tolerate. He was gone.
What's the number, JJ?
Is there a figure? Like 120. Like if it's another just from start to finish.
Hang on, blaming Brad Scott's not the answer.
I think
the
they
least of their worries.
I see what you're saying, JJ, but I think they hold for next week. They play Melbourne next week, right?
Yeah.
If they don't win that, they are at real risk of going 0-10, like real risk. So they've got the Pies, the Lions, the Giants, who will have a fair few players back by then, Fremantle, Richmond. That could be, that game against Richmond could be to not go 0-10. Do they hold fire and just give it a little bit more time and then see that the writing's on the wall and that's that?
Where was the wheel of blame? Where was Brad Scott in the famous wheel of blame?
Oh, he was up there. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 20 in the 20s, I think.
Right.
For the percentage.
He inherited this list.
You're the coach.
My man Adrian didn't cop some, did he?
Well, he'd be more percentage than the coach.
He was in there.
Yeah, I'm sure he was.
He deserved it. But so who's going to kick the goals? Now, I've had my doubt. My doubters are coming for me on Sam Darcy. Just wait, because this guy is ready to explode. They're not giving him the free kicks that they will. I'm sure the Western Bulldogs would have sent some vision in. Look, 5 plus 310. I love it.
Is he still the best forward in his own team?
Yes,
My man, the astronaut.
Yes, he is. And he's going to have a big afternoon. So my man to kick 6 plus goals, $5.75. I really like it.
I reckon $20 plus for Riley West.
Yeah.
He might be a little nice one at around $5. Sunday Saver, you've cooked something up for us, the world's most famous.
Yeah, well, we like bigs that kick big goals, and one man that's doing that a lot this season is Ben King. So he's had 18 kicks. We all know the record, 16 goals and 1 behind.
It's incredible, isn't it?
They're good numbers. They're numbers that I like to lean into, and we're going to have a look at him for the Sunday Saver. Look at the efficiency too.
That's amazing.
That's
Only
incredible.
leads to the corridor, doesn't lead to the pockets.
Incredible set shot kicking from him as well, but I like him. That's still a pretty nice price as well for a guy that's kicked 4, 5 and 7 in his last 3 games. 4 plus, I'm going big though, 5 plus. Let's go.
He's underrated, isn't he, Ben King?
If he plays on Harrison Petty, he might kick 8.
Wow.
Which
Not a
is,
fan of Harrison's work.
Harrison.
I'll add you know what? We'll add a Harrison to the list.
Yeah.
Harrison gets a whack.
Yeah.
Who else?
A well-deserved whack.
Sheepers creep. I like Gold Coast to win by 4 goals or more in this one. I think, look, Melbourne, impressive, but different gravy here, Gold Coast. Well rested, travel to the MCG. I think it's there. I don't think they go back to the G this year. So when you are in that situation, and I was in that, Kane, you would have been the same. When you don't get to go to the MCG much, you do try and make a point of it.
I reckon Melbourne are over it. We don't underestimate the D's.
You like
they were
the Ds?
terrific in the second half.
You laid eyes on Gold Coast, they're averaging 128 a game.
I think the thing that plays against them too, they started really poorly against Richmond. That was their only other run at the G, which was a week ago before they had the bye. I think they'll be very, fired up when they come out because they know last time at the G, before they hopefully play finals and get the chance to play there, come out firing.
A little emotional come down as well from Melbourne. Big comeback win. Max's 250th.
And Tom McDonald.
Tommy McDonald's 250th. And you just fall back after that.
Poor T-Mac. He just got a little in brackets, wasn't it? It was all about Max and in brackets and Tom McDonald. You really fell for it. Overs and unders, where the champ, the people's champ, went 4-4 last week. That's up next. Hope you're enjoying kick-ons, the often copied, much discussed over and under. Let's launch into it because Kane'S in unbelievable form. And you've chosen the 4 players.
I have, but just a mini sort of crack at our traders because there's a couple of players that I wanted in this that they refused. That
they knocked you back.
I wanted George Wardlaw.
Yeah.
Right.
They said, no George.
Right.
I wanted McKercher. No McKercher.
Really? No Colby?
No deal. No Kobe.
What was their issue?
Colby.
No Colby.
I'm not sure you know this space a bit better than I.
I think Wardlaw I can understand. I'm getting to hurry up just to get off the traders back, but we'll stick with it for a second.
I love the traders.
Wardlaw,
you can't cuddle and now whack and cuddle. That was written traders. That was all Kane Corns.
No, I think Wardlaw is understandable because he might play low game time. McKercher's going to play half back.
That's not what you.
Well, concentrate on what we have,
That's not what
we
he was
have
saying
not.
in the group chat.
Patrick Cripps.
Let's go to Patrick Cripps. So he's over under. You can see it there, 25.5. I am
Come on,
going
Guru. What are you
over.
thinking? Over.
I'm going under. Yeah.
I'm under. 21. He is symbolic of Carlton. Great first half. Just falls off the cliff in the second half. 21 last week. I mean, he won't be able to keep pace.
Well, the fast track's going to be the worry because Harry Sheasel's our next one. He will love the fast track.
Big number.
34 on average this season. No attention really, so he'll go over.
He will go over.
Big number. I'm going to play the number, as JJ would
Yes.
say. Go under.
You're learning.
Go under.
You're playing the number.
I'm playing the number.
Really?
The big one.
What does
Who
that
runs
mean?
with him?
33.
What does play the number mean?
I don't know, you say it.
He's playing the number, whatever that means. Luke Parker.
Yeah, well,
25 and a
change
half.
of position to half back. On this occasion, I'm going over just because of the amount of kick-ins he's been taking.
Yeah, this was the one I had the most trouble with Luke Parker. He's had 2 games, 24, 22, and then goes 33. So I'm just going I'm playing the numbers. 2 out of 3 went under, so I'm going under.
I'm also playing the number. But reason is, so Caleb Daniel started forward last week, took him on also, didn't get any love for that. He got shifted back. I think Daniel will play back, which means Daniel's going to take some of those kick-ins. Daniel's going to get some of those uncontested marks, and hopefully Luke Parker, from my perspective, not Luke's, goes under.
Okay, good play. LDU?
This is the one. Now, this line's moving around.
27.5.
Yeah, it was 28.5, and I wanted to be on the under.
You moved it.
Now I'm thinking about jumping, so I'm having a footy in each
Too late.
I'll stick with the under.
Okay.
I'm going over. I think, LDU or UDL, as some people call him. Good Friday, what a day for it. I think he goes over.
Under for me. I just think he's not a prolific stats getter. He's high impact. So I think under on this occasion.
UDL totally wasted on him, was it?
Yes.
Totally and utterly
There
wasted.
it is.
So the value goes with you, big man.
Not that means anything.
We
it
had the
does
most
mean
value
something.
last
What
week
does
and
it
got up, so could be a good
Nail it,
one.
you get a better price.
It actually means mine's the most unlikely to get up.
Correct.
And whoever gets the most takes over next week in terms of the
that's a good idea.
selection process.
This is good.
This is good. You're enjoying it now.
I'm not having to come up with the players each and every week and then have Kane whinge about the players. And it's bit of fun.
Okay, Forrest Gump. So that was beautiful work for you. You've got a Carn.
Now, a couple of these AFL clubs can listen closely and watch closely, because if you are Carlton Essendon looking for a new coach,
Stop sacking these coaches.
don't do it on Seek. Don't advertise for your next professional basketball coach like the New Zealand Breakers have done, and even put out there the prospective price and payment.
It's a big gap between 12 and 25.
If you're a young
Advertise a
coach,
job with a monthly wage either. Isn't it?
$12,000
Usually an annual
a
salary.
month, 25. Is this where the New Zealand Breakers have got to?
I don't like this at all.
Send your resumes in.
Well, there's no way you'd work for that for a month.
Well, the difference between 12 and 25 is pretty big.
Okay, so we've got caught up in the wage. My point was they're advertising for their coach on Twitter.
On Twitter.
But surely that's a joke, isn't it? Or is that legit?
That's legit, mate. Thank
It wasn't
you.
put
You
up.
picked on
It wasn't
finally.
put up April Fool's.
Maybe
was it?
No.
Andrew Bogut could go and coach the New Zealand Breakers.
He wouldn't be able to
Where you
hear.
go to a break.
We're going to a break. I hope you're enjoying kick-ons.
Shout
a
out
little
to
bit
you
of
blokes.
NBL as well. Basketball flavour. Hope you're enjoying kick-ons. I received a little bit of feedback over the last couple of weeks in regards to my Roughie that I need to get out of footy, that I have no idea, quote unquote from JG, you got no idea what you're talking about, man.
You had an extra week up your sleeve, but you've bailed.
Okay.
Shows your character.
So Magic Time is running in the TJ Smith. If the rain arrives, it is a great bet. It is a mutter.
Well, is the rain going to arrive?
So have something small at 34, and if the rain doesn't arrive, back 10 times
Who's the trainer?
to save your stake. Graham Begg, but Graham
Love
with
Beggy.
an E on the end
Love
of his
Beggy.
Graham,
Yeah.
which is a concern.
And
But
the
apart from
and
that,
the jockey,
the jockey
Jamie Carr?
will be probably Michael D, or maybe
might be
Jordan
Jamie
Childs.
Carr.
Jamie Malum.
Jamie
would
Mellon.
be her name.
That's the only person you know, isn't it, in the racing game? But there we go.
I like it, Richo.
Thank you. Kate's goal scorer value. What do you
Yeah,
got?
so anytime goal scorer value, as we said, we got Dan Houston over the line last week, and I'm starting to love finding this bet, but also dread it at the same time, because anyone that's had any goal-kicking form up until this point is a very short price. So I've dug deep. I've got Isaac coming this week, $2.75 he is currently. He kicked 2 against the Pies in round 1, went goalless against the Dogs in round 2, but then kicked a goal against the Cats last week. So I like it. $2.75 for an anytime goal for Isaac coming. I think he's a good chance.
Yeah, he's one of those wingers that likes to just drift forward, Ollie Dempsey style. It's
I
good.
love Ollie Dempsey. He's my absolute favourite. What about the vibe?
Okay, the vibe. So we're going a man that has very good form against his opposition, which is Mitch Lewis. So he's averaging 2.2 goals a game in his last 5 against the Cats. The reason it is a vibe bet is because he is not in good form this year. I think he's due. I think he has a big Easter Monday, and I think he kicks at least 2 against the Cats.
Okay, let's launch into our weekend multi. Last week we apologise on behalf of the entire team. We had a shocker.
No, well, let's move forward.
Okay, what do you got? You go first.
That's a good question. I went with Charlie Kerner, your man. He might kick 7 or 8.
Really?
Needs to bounce back.
So
I actually
3
like
plus
that.
for Charlie for you.
That's a good bet.
What are you doing?
I'm going to go Sam Wilkes the under. I think Finn O'Sullivan is going to come to him hard and put the clamps on him.
Yeah, I think Paul Curtis 2+, too quick. I've just gone 2 so we get some runs on the board without multi.
What's that?
I've gone fast track under the lid. Jagger Smith's the fastest player at Carlton. He'll kick a goal. He will kick a goal.
Who's he
kicked
for?
his first goal last week, and he will now
This
get
is your last
momentum.
chance with Carlton.
Okay.
Unless you
am I
go
on
in the
notice?
unders. Unless you go in the unders. This is your last chance.
Okay, come on, Blue Baggers. You know I've got faith. Huge week for you.
Huge Easter week. Won't touch any Easter eggs, but might have a hot cross bun.
Oh, I love
Really?
it.
Yeah, so have a great Easter.
Are you fruitless or fruit?
Fruitless.
Oh, no.
plain.
It's a bit of sugar and stuff in the fruit.
Nah.
Oh, I'm judging you on that.
Happy Easter, everyone.
Live a
Happy
little.
Easter, everyone. Judge him if you must. You've been watching Kick-Ons.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.